very few of our songs on stage. Just whatever single that we had released and just recorded was what we played, and everything else was covers. Ike is, I don't know if he still is, was a smart man, very cunning. He did well for himself for a while, actually, until he started to do drugs. I think the earliest stages was much more fun than when it became Ike and Tina Turner, because in the first stages, when the glitter dresses, the high heel shoes, the gloves, and riding in a Cadillac and the fur, that was when I really felt like a star. And then, of course, when I became the mistress wife and the slave girl, all of that stardom meant nothing, because standing on stage, I was depressed about the off-stage life, so nothing meant anything to me on stage. And then there was the pressure of having to make sure I was singing as I wanted. I didn't like my life. I didn't like the singing. And then a picture would come, and there I was on the stage, this horrible-looking person, and my life was horrible. The pictures were horrible. The songs I was singing was horrible. That was my existence, the star that people thought I was. But I made the best of it, because I think some kind of a way I did feel that was the vehicle to get me where I needed to go to. Cars burned, threats. My life was in danger. I was told from Mike that, in other words, if I didn't give properties and, that things would happen, so to speak. I don't want to elaborate. I always wanted to say this because it's common knowledge that Ike took everything, but he didn't. I learned how to survive with Ike. I learned how to perform. I learned how to cover songs and work without a record. This was what I learned. That's what I left him with, knowing that I could always work. And that's bottom line for me now. If I don't have a record, I can always get work, because I'm a performer. Performer first, record artist now, singer second, A lot of it was seeing Anne Margaret Olson Smith show. She had male dancers and the greatest costumes, and they performed. And she didn't have a record. I thought, well, I can do that. And I wanted to do that. I knew then that I could decide what tempos the song should be when they're still fast, but it's my tempo. Everything then was mine. All of the times on stage, I felt I wanted to sing more ballads. I felt at that moment I was going to do whatever I wanted to do. I was thrilled. That's what they like. They like for you to make contact with them. They like for you to play with them. The songs that you sing has to relate to them. Getting back now to comparing me loving rock and roll. And you imagine me standing there singing about cheating on your wife or your husband to those kids. Those kids can't relate to that. They're naughty. They want to hear some fun things. Rock and roll is fun. It's full of energy. It's full of laughter. It's naughty. To me, a lot of rhythm and blues songs are depressing. They are, because it's a culture you're writing about and a way of life. Rock and roll is white, basically, because white people haven't had that much of a problem, so they write about much lighter things and funnier things. My performance side and my private life is totally different. I'm an actress. I love pretending to be rock and roll. I love to pretend to be sexy, but I'm not gonna off stage sit around and be sexy.
Hi, I welcome you back on here. Now, after the passing on of the legendary queen of rock and roll, her funeral arrangements have been released by the family spokesperson. The funeral arrangements for the legendary singer Tina Turner have been made public, though there is a new twist in the entire process, as I will let you know in a second. Tina died at her home in Switzerland a few days ago on Tuesday, following a long illness at 83. According to DailyMail, her burial arrangements have not yet been made public, but a spokeswoman for the family stated that only the star's closest friends and family will attend the inmate ceremony, saying, she came out and said, there will be a private funeral ceremony attended by close friends and family. Turner's representatives have since confirmed that she died of natural causes. She had previously battled intestinal issues and suffered from high blood pressure for over 4 decades. Tributes to the singer have poured in from the music industry, with fans flocking to her Switzerland home to lay flowers and light candles. Further still, Tina Turner's hometown in Tennessee is also going to install a statue in memory of the iconic singer. The mayor of her hometown in Brownsville, Tennessee, has now announced a statue to be erected in her melody in a place called Mollyquark. Tina Turner resided in a small Swiss town before she died, but her hometown of Brownsville in Tennessee are now planning on installing a statue in memory of the lead singer. We send our legendary condolences to the family, friends, and fans in this rough time. Rest in power, Queen.
Yeah, and if you're new, consider subscribing, liking, and also share this video. So now, after the passing on of the legend that is Tina Turner, who passed away just a few days ago, I've seen a couple of reports coming out. I think it was the Daily Mail. They have come out to report that it's believed now the mayor has confirmed that they are going to erect a statue, a huge statue for the legendary queen of rock and roll, that is Tina Turner. So the mayor has come out, the mayor of Brownsville has come out to announce that they are going to erect a very huge statue to commemorate, to pay tribute, and also always remember the works and impact of this legendary artist, that is Tina Turner. So the statue is going to be erected, I think, in her small area, that is Mollyquark. It's going to be erected in that area, and like every tourist globally who come, even those who are in the US who come to that area, they can view and always remember the huge impact Tina Turner had, not only on the American music, but of course on the music, on the entertainment and music, most especially within Europe, Africa, and the entire world at large. So they are going to erect a statue, to always remember that legendary artist. We all know Tina Turner